Well, hello and welcome to glennzb TV, the show that puts glennzb up your Periscope and into your virtual world. That's right, I'm going to attempt to put this show into your virtual headset today. So if you're watching on Periscope, check the link later on today on my Facebook page if you would like to see me all around you. I think that's how that works, because I'm using the snazzy Gear 360 to record this as well, and we'll see how that goes. If you're watching on the 360 on the Facebook link, don't look that way, because you'll just see the edge of my phone that's recording Periscope. Maybe you've always wanted to know how I record it, and now you'll be able to tell. Anyway. Yeah, if you haven't used this before, you can. Yes, that's right. It makes my head rounder. That's right. Yeah, if you haven't used the Gear 360 feed before, or a virtual feed like this before, if you're watching on a desktop computer, you can use your mouse to move the image around. If at the moment you're just looking at the floor or the ceiling, use the mouse. If you're watching this on your phone, you might just need to move your phone like this. It's amazing. I'm still coming to terms with it myself, and I consider myself somewhat of an expert in these things, and yet my mind is blown. Doesn't take much. But while we're on the internet, I've got a love-hate relationship, to be honest. So there's this petition going around to get rid of Mike Hosking, and, you know, there's pros and cons for that argument. I can see both sides. Definitely. But, if you're watching on Periscope, you can't do the 360 thing yet. Come back to my Facebook page a little bit later on, and I'll have a link to the 360 video, okay? Just go Facebook/glennzb. It'll be up there. Don't get ahead of it. Don't get ahead of yourself. I know it's groundbreaking technology. Anyway, meanwhile, so stuff. That's sort of a website where some people go for sort of news. It's not really news. But anyway, what's on there today? They're doing you signed the petition to get rid of Mike Hosking. And so there's a weird picture of Mike Hosking there. That doesn't look much like him. I don't know where they do this. They get weird pictures. But the other one here, this is a picture they've posted on the Stuff website this morning, because our producer on the Mike Hosking Breakfast took stupid photos of us and put them online, and somebody thinks that I look like Bruce Springsteen. That's me there, but it's not really me. It's me with a stupid thing. That's Mike, obviously, and that is the top of the stupid producer's head. And she was gutted that because she was a strawberry in that photo. You see what I mean? The internet is so stupid. And I think you can tell from the expression on my actual face, I wasn't a fan of that photo being taken in the first place. And now, I don't know if it's gone viral, but it certainly makes me feel sick. The Palmerston North girl who has had her bracelet cut off in the latest uniform saga, we all wore weird things at school, didn't we? I know I wore very long hair. Real hair. What do you mean you don't believe me? I had long, greasy, revolting hair when I did so. And no, I'm not going to show you photos. I've had most of them destroyed. But you just have to take my word for it. And I never got into trouble. They didn't have to cut that off me. I think school, I don't know. I've got mixed feelings towards school at the moment. I like the way that school makes my kids go away for many hours a day. What I don't like is I've spent more time on one of my kids' science projects over the last few weeks than I ever spent on any of my science projects when I was at school. I hate that! One of the cool things about being an adult is you don't have to go to school anymore. Anyway, it's a fraught business. And finally, I think that just about wraps it up for Rio de Janeiro and the Olympics, isn't it? When you have to shoot the mascot of the games because you thought it was going to kill you. That's right, they had a torch lighting ceremony attended by a jaguar, which then started looking a bit hungry. And at the same time as it was looking hungry, it was looking at the people who were there with the torch. And so they shot it with a tranquilizer, and then they shot it with some bullets because the tranquilizer didn't kick in. I think that in that one act, that pretty much sums up everything we've come to know and fear about the Olympics in Brazil. I'm glennzb. Thank you so much for having me up your Periscope and in your virtual world. Hopefully, if it works, I'll see you back here again tomorrow. That's me trying to stop the